Surimi made easy.
Hi, I'm Brett Lynch. I'm an executive chef with Trident Seafoods. Today I'm going to show you two very simple, easy Wild Alaska surimi seafood recipes. The first recipe I'm going to show you is a tried and true Wild Alaska seafood salad. Healthcare professionals shared their best recipes with us, and this is one of their favorite ways to offer a tasty and economical alternative to crab. I'm going to start with Wild Alaska surimi seafood and flake it and break it up until it's loose and light and fluffy. Then I'm going to add celery, finely chopped. It's really a great texture enhancer for this recipe. We're going to add mayonnaise, some squeezed lemon juice, paprika, Hungarian paprika, some prepared mustard, and we're going to season it with a little bit of salt. Then we're going to mix thoroughly. And you could take this mixture and you can store it refrigerated until you're ready to use it and get ready to assemble your plate. So we're going to mix that until it's nice and uniformed. Then we're going to prepare a simple plate, and we're going to start with iceberg lettuce in a nice cup. We're going to fill the cup with some shredded lettuce, and then we're going to top it with about 6 ounces of our surimi salad base. This is a great recipe that children love as well. It's great served in cafeterias or in a healthcare environment. We're going to garnish it with a nice fresh dill pickle wedge, some black olives, as well as a couple fresh tomato wedges. Super helpful, simple, and makes a great salad or entree. Wasn't that easy? Simple preparation as a salad or sandwich foundation recipe. This Wild Alaska seafood salad served just like this, but you can use it as a base and extend your menu options by creating a springboard to other culinary classics. Next up, we're going to use this salad base in a Mediterranean Wild Alaska seafood salad. For the Mediterranean salad, we're going to start with romaine lettuce. We're going to add chickpeas, marinated artichoke hearts, shaved red onions, feta cheese, sliced pepperoncini peppers. We're going to top it with our Wild Alaska seafood salad base. And we're just going to garnish it with a little fresh parsley. Add those vine-ripened tomatoes and hit it with a little bit of fresh black pepper, of course. Our next item is a spinach and Wild Alaska seafood salad. We've tossed it with a warm bacon dressing, Parmesan cheese, fresh tomato, shaved red onions, toasted slivered almonds, and fresh mushrooms. We're going to simply plate the salad. And we're going to top it with our Wild Alaska seafood salad base. And we're going to finish that with some fresh shaved Parmesan cheese, a little bit more toasted slivered almonds, and a hit of fresh ground black pepper. The same tried and true Wild Alaska seafood salad also works in sandwiches. We're going to give those a try next. To present the salad in a more contemporary and artisanal way, try the Wild Alaska seafood banh mi. Start with a lightly toasted French roll. We're going to top it with hoisin sriracha mayonnaise. Then we're going to layer it with our Wild Alaska seafood salad base. We're going to top it with pickled daikon radish and carrots, fresh sliced jalapeno peppers, cilantro, and fresh mint leaf, and a big squeeze of lime. It's a great experience. Or try our tried and true Wild Alaska seafood salad in an Alaska seafood panini. We're going to take fresh focaccia bread, brush it with wild fresh basil mayonnaise. We're gonna add roasted peppers, caramelized onions, and smoked Gouda cheese, and melt it on a panini press. It's a great experience. It's like an elevated grilled cheese with Wild Alaska story. The next item that we're gonna look at is our Wild Alaska Seafood Avocress Salad. This is a summer favorite. And we're gonna take whole grain artisanal bread, we're gonna slice it real thick and we're gonna toast it. We're gonna rub it with a Dijon mustard spread, fresh avocado, shaved cucumber. We're gonna take watercress and we're gonna toss it with extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of salt, pepper, and a dash of lemon. It's a great summertime picnic sandwich. It's also great with alfalfa sprouts. It's a great option. These contemporary concepts are targeting healthcare and freestanding restaurant operations that are looking for more creative and cost-effective solutions. In today's competitive and challenging food service market, we're all looking for solutions that will deliver value along with high-quality ingredients and flavor. One way to do this is to be sure to menu these salads and sandwiches as Wild Alaska salads or Alaska Seafood Salad Sandwich, because we know that seafood from Alaska is more appealing than seafood from anywhere else. Best of all, Alaska seafood commands a higher price point. Consumers are willing to pay more for the Alaska brand. The second recipe I'm going to show you today is another favorite of healthcare professionals. Crab cakes are a classic, and they never go out of style. Seems like everybody loves crab cakes. I'm going to heat butter in a saute pan over medium heat, add my onions, celery, and peppers, sweat until translucent, and then remove from the heat. I will start with my Wild Alaska Surimi seafood, and I'll break it up into flakes and chunks in a medium bowl until loose and chunky. And in a separate mixing bowl, I'm going to add the eggs, the ingredient breadcrumbs, mustard, Worcestershire sauce, Old Bay seasoning, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. We're going to mix that well, and we're going to add mayonnaise. Mix the binder to a smooth paste till uniform, and we're going to fold that in with the surimi seafood. Once that's mixed well and completely uniformed, we'll go ahead and refrigerate that. I'm going to add my vegetable mixture with my sweated veg and my butter. And I'm going to fold the whole mixture together until uniformed. So I'm going to refrigerate this mixture for 1 to 12 hours in an attempt to tighten up the mixture to where it refrigerates and solidifies the butter and the breadcrumbs so the cakes are easy to handle. In an interest of time, we've made a premix that's had a chance to set up, and it's nice and firm and ready to scoop and portion into crab cakes. What we do is we take a 2-ounce scoop and we portion in a tight cake into 2-ounce scoops right into our breading breadcrumbs, like you see here. We take the cakes, we portion them into about a 3/4 inch thick cake, and we dust them in the breadcrumbs. Very simple. And as you see, the mixture is well set up and it'll be very durable to cook in the pan. The traditional Maryland style crab cake often doesn't use the secondary breadcrumbs, but I find in our healthcare food service operations. It's easier to handle and keep refrigerated with a little bit of breadcrumb on the outside. You can do it either way, depending on how moist and flaky the base is. This tray has been refrigerated for about 3 hours, and we're ready to cook. Heat a 12-inch nonstick pan to medium-high heat with a generous amount of oil, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Carefully place the crab cakes about 2 inches apart and cook for about 3 minutes. Once brown, turn and cook for about another 3 minutes until golden brown on each side. Place on a wire rack or a paper towel and a plate. You can garnish with a lemon wedge, diced red bell pepper, and some fresh herbs. I also have a little bit of celery, some spring onions, and we're going to serve that with our roasted red bell pepper, lemon basil aioli sauce. A little fresh lemon, some colorful pepper twists. It's a real nice plate. To make this recipe really appeal to your guests, menu it as Wild Alaska Crab Cakes. Adding the name Alaska to your dish tells the consumer that it's fresh, it's healthy, and great tasting. Branding Alaska Seafood tells diners that you care about serving the best quality seafood. Remember, there are different grades of Surimi seafood. I used a premium grade in the recipes today because I wanted products with great flavor that would hold up to both hot and cold cooking applications. Premium Surimi seafood products have a high fish content with wild Alaska pollock and real crab as ingredients. To recap, Wild Alaska Surimi seafood is a great addition to a healthcare menu. It's healthy, low-fat protein with a low cost per serving. It can also supplement other seafood components or stand alone. It's fully cooked and ready to eat. It's extremely versatile and can be used in both hot and cold dishes. And because it's made from sustainable wild Alaska pollock, it's seafood, and you can menu it as seafood. Thank you for watching Surimi Made Easy.
For recipes and inspiration, email, call, or visit us at tridentseafoods.com today.